People can't seem to get enough of White Claw. So we decided to take a deep dive into the brand, looking at what it's made of, the conversation around it, and why it's trending on Instagram. This is the untold truth of White Claw Hard Seltzer. White Claw debuted on the market in 2016, right around the time that flavored carbonated waters were taking over the beverage aisle. There was a huge surge of interest in zero-calorie sparkling water, and the makers of White Claw decided to jump on board. But this wasn't exactly a new company that just fell from the sky. White Claw is owned by Mark Anthony Brands, the same company that owns Mike's Hard Lemonade, which debuted in 1999. The Mark Anthony Company, founded in 1972, has a diverse number of private beverage brands in its portfolio, including wine, beer, and ready-to-drink products. The company pioneered the flavored malt category by launching Mike's Hard, so it's no wonder they were one of the first to take the hard seltzer world by storm by introducing White Claw. There's a lot of hype surrounding White Claw, especially as some regard the sparkling beverage as a vodka soda in a can. But that wouldn't be the most accurate description. In fact, this bubbly sensation is a flavored malt beverage. A White Claw rep told VinePair that it's a blend of seltzer water with a gluten-free alcohol base and a hint of fruit flavor. It's in the same line of beverages as Mike's Hard Lemonade and other portable drinks like Smirnoff Ice and wine coolers. White Claw just might have a bit of a fancier reputation than your everyday malt beverage, with Eater noting, "It's an upscale, aspirational brand, one that doesn't carry the same trashy, low-budget connotations as other malt liquor beverages like wine coolers." But whatever level of the pedestal you decide to place White Claw on, it's still made through a similar process as other malt beverages. Part of the allure of White Claw is the ability to consume alcohol in an easily drinkable can. Some might even say it's totally smashable. That same allure has existed with beer for years, partly due to its portability, which White Claw is now closely matching.
Sit out on the lake on a nice, refreshing, hot day. It's a good drink to have.
According to the Public Health Institute, a light beer's alcohol content has historically been 4.2% alcohol by volume. For standard beer, you'll typically see 5%, while a craft beer or stronger styles can range from 6% to 12%. But it's not often you're chugging a stout at the beach. They're just not that refreshing. And that's where the beauty of White Claw comes in for most consumers. With 5% ABV in a 12-ounce can, White Claw can pack just as much of a punch as most standard beers. Its 12-ounce can, at 5% alcohol by volume, has 0.6 ounces of pure alcohol. That's less than your average shot glass. But it can add up quickly once you down more than one, and that happens pretty easily when you're sipping something fruity and refreshing. Since its debut, White Claw has continued to increase in sales, slowly taking over the beverage aisle. Overall, ready-to-go alcoholic beverage sales have skyrocketed, and annual sales in the malt-based cocktail category have increased by 574%. With such a spike in the market, a number of companies have introduced a malt-based cocktail beverage similar to White Claw, including brands like Truly and Bon and Viv. The category is expected to grow from its current worth at $550 million to $2.5 billion by 2021. So it's no wonder there are as many companies getting on board as possible. But even with the addition of portable malt beverages from large companies all the way down to craft breweries, White Claw is still leading the charge. According to Business Insider, the brand is leading the market with 50% of the hard seltzer share. Plenty of other beverage companies are hoping to catch up, but thus far, White Claw doesn't have to put too much worry into the competition.
Some bad news for suburban moms. Say it ain't so. America is running out of White Claw. Literally, we have drunk them out of stock.
It's hard to believe a malt beverage could become so popular so fast, but a lot of that has to do with its popularity across the internet. Since White Claw's debut just a few years ago, there have been a number of fan Instagram accounts popping up. The White Claw hashtag has grown to include over 80,000 Instagram posts as of September 2019, with photos of people showing off how much they enjoy the bubbly beverage. The packaging may very well be a role in this popularity, as the sleek and slender can adds to the experience of sipping White Claw. Sanjeev Gajiwala, the Senior Vice President of Marketing for Mark Anthony Group, told the Chicago Tribune, "Part of the experience is the can and the package. People like the sleek can and what it says about them and the premium experience. With such an intentional design, it's no wonder so many people are snapping and Instagramming everywhere they take White Claw with them. And with this wild boom in popularity, it makes you wonder what's next for this mouth-watering sensation." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more MASH videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.